Okay, hello everyone. I am ready for week 19 for our knit along on our baby blanket. And I am holding my Minty Fresh color, which is this really lovely pale green, because last week I had a high of 93 for Wednesday, which is very warm. And that will then hopefully catch me up at least through week 19. I'll have to do week 20. But I thought that we would do another fun pattern that was not in the PDF this week. So I'm going to use my Minty Fresh Mian cotton and my US 3 knitting needle, because remember I am using my US 3. And we will get started on our next square. Alrighty, so here we are. This is my temperature along guide, so I don't forget everything. So again, US 3 yarn, Mian cotton. Wednesday is my day. And if we look here at week 19, because I need to cross off week 18, but week 19 is 93 degrees, and this is my 90 plus color right there with my Minty Fresh. So we're gonna get started with this. And again, I'm not going to use a pattern out of my PDF. We are going to use a new pattern. So we'll get into a lot more of these as the year goes on, but we are going to be using this pattern here. I forget exactly what it was called, but I'll write that down at some point. And we're going to cast on 32 stitches, not 8 like it says up here. And then on my right side row, I will slip 1, and then I will purl 2 and knit 4 5 times, and then end with a purl 1. And the reason that I'm going to do that is because I do want to maintain my slip stitches along my edges. I will be repeating the stitches between the red lines, and they actually are red because I printed in color again. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and cast on my 32 stitches, and then I will be back. Okay, I have cast on my 32 stitches, and now we're going to do yet another one of my sort of favorite patterns for these blanket squares, and that's a mix of knits and purls. It gives us kind of an interesting patterning. So for row 1, for row 1, I am going to slip my first stitch and then purl 2, knit 4 5 times, because that's 6 stitches times 5, so 30 stitches, which will give us 32 total stitches, and then we'll purl that 1. All right, so slip, and then purl 2, knit 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're going to repeat all the way across the row. Okay, and I'm going to end that with a purl 1. It's not right. That should be a knit 1, because my chart says end on a knit. So looks like I've got to rewrite my directions here a little bit. So yeah, that's a knit 1 and that's a knit 1. Those are purl 1s. Okay, so I have an error, but I'm going to fix that. So this should be a knit 1 and this should be a knit 1, clearly based on my chart. It's my fault when I redid those. Okay. Row 2 is really easy because we're just going to slip 1 and then purl all the way across. Okay, and now row 3, we're going to slip 1. We are going to purl 2, knit 1, 2, 3, 4, and repeat that 4 more times across that row, ending with a knit 1, not a purl 1, like my written directions say. I've got to fix that. All right, and then row 4 is just going to be a slip 1 and purl all the way across. Alrighty, and now what I'm going to do is go ahead and I'm going to work rows 5 through 8, which are just going to offset these little blocks of purl stitches that you can start to see in the knitting. So I'm going to go ahead and work the rest of my square, and then when I'm all finished, I'll be back to talk to you guys. Okay, I'm back. Clearly it's a different day, but I'm back because I have finished my square. So there we go. This is new pattern number 2, and I think it's pretty darn cute. I like the little pops of the purl squares, but I also really liked that it had an easy rest row on the back because it was just purl all the way across. And you can see that there's a little bit of that texture on the back, but really the better texture is right there on the front. So that's my Minty Fresh for episode 19, week 19, for our blanket along adventure. Wow. So yeah, I'm going to be working on episode 20 as well as my next episode for the Tad Along this weekend so that I can get all caught up. I have some super fun things that I am planning for the vending that I will be doing in the next few months. I'm trying to work out vending at Lace Embrace in Bartlesville, Oklahoma in October, as well as Palmetto Tat Days in August. So if you're planning to be at either of those places, I would love to see you and meet you and show you what I'm working on. What else do I have going on? I finished most of my handouts for my classes for Hoosier Hills. So if you were looking for an in-person class, I am teaching Portunental knitting, which is a combination of Portuguese and continental that I've shown you on this series before. And I'm also going to be teaching Estonian lace knitting, an intro to Bibila, let's see, beginning shuttle tatting, and what's the 5th one? Oops, Do I Have to Knit It Again, which is a whole series on how to fix your mistakes in knitting. And I will be doing, hopefully, a series of videos on those soon as well. Anyway, I'm really looking forward to it. Thanks so much for sticking around. If you are working on your blanket along, I would love to see it. So don't forget to make sure when you are posting those pictures that you put hashtag Black Sheep Fiber Emporium, hashtag Black Sheep Pearly Pirates, so that we can find you on social media. Make sure that you go check out blacksheepfiberemporium.com. I just put up a ton of new stuff from my box from Japan. I got in some great new books. So if you're looking for a little something to treat yourself with, I can definitely help you out there. We also have a ton of stuff in the clearance section, so please go check that out as well. And anyway, have a great week, and I will see you next time. Please take care of yourself mentally, physically, emotionally, and craftually. And don't forget to go subscribe to our Black Sheep YouTube channel, our Facebook page, our Instagram channel, and our TikTok channel. And I'll see you there. Bye.